Like other literary series at Cambridge, it focuses primarily on literature, but it's a little more capacious than the others because Romanticism embraces other domains, politics, the arts, and a whole conceptual field that is very much in play in our series and distinguishes it from, say, the 18th century or the Victorian series. Well, I suppose primarily the fact that it has a transatlantic axis involved in the way the editing has been structured from the start. Marilyn Butler and I determined that all books in the series would be vetted by both a North American scholar and by a scholar from Europe or outside of North America. So it's been a rigorous process with two perspectives on each book that's come through. Of course, I love seeing the work of my colleagues coming through and seeing the editorial process work itself out. Some books come through and they're just about where they need to be, but some need revision, and it's really gratifying to see the editorial process shape a book into something that can be even more valuable than it was when it started out. Well, in a way, the most surprising feature of the series has been the staying power of the idea of Romanticism itself. If you look at the MLA program, you'll see that it lists now Restoration and early 18th century, later 18th century, and Victorian. No Romantic period is indicated. We committed at the start to thinking of Romanticism as a thing in itself, as a field, as a movement, and what's surprising is that the books that reference Romanticism or use the word romantic in the title have actually done very well by virtue of having done so. Well, because it's so seminal for so much of what follows. The Romantic period, apart from the great political and social and economic revolutions that happened in those 60 or 70 years, is a period when the idea of literature as such began to take shape, and when a certain kind of intense thinking about poetry, not just in Britain but also, say, in Germany, got done by very important poets and scholars. So it's been seminal for the way we think about literature ever since, and some of the great theorists and some of the great concepts of literary studies have come from this period.